Okay, peace to the people. Okay, we are live. We are live. We're going to do these readings. We're going to do these readings. We're going to have a good discussion. Peace to everybody that comes in the building. 747. We're going to pick a number between 1 and 31. If you come in, don't put your number in yet. Don't put your number in yet. You're going to pick a number between 1 and 31. Also, we're going to have just a discussion, a build, or whatnot. Peace to everybody that comes in the building. I love y'all. Peace to everybody that's on the Facebook. Peace to everybody that's on the YouTube. 747 24/7 361 degrees as usual. What's up, crazy? The crazy family in here. I like that. That's hot. What's up? Shout out to Sister Lisa. Shout out to Melikim. What's up? I like that name. That's hot. Melikim. That's hot. It's Sister Jamila. That's what's up, Sister Jamila. Yeah, discussion. So, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. So, if you have your 141 hand manual, the introduction to magic and divination, all right, I would say go to page 61. Go to page 61. I'm going to cut this down for a second. I'm going to cut that down. Peace to everybody that's going to come in. I love y'all. You know, peace and blessings. Thank you for everybody that's going to come in. I really appreciate it. Can I get a share? Can I please get a share? On the YouTube, can I get a share? On the Facebook, can I get a share? All right, so today is our FOI, which is Thursday. And basically it's talking about you know how the pendulum, it deals with the pendulum and the swing of the pendulum. All right. So, you know, our FOI says this. It says everything flows out and in. All right, everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. So this is a principle that is a hermetic principle, more or less, and this is something that we all should have learned. This is a basic principle. All right, like the 7 hermetic principles are the 7 days actually. All right, and the 5th principle of it's not really Hermes. It really goes back to Tahuti, but it really goes even deeper than Tahuti because this relates to thought or Thursday or Thorsi, which is Thursday, which also connects up to Jupiter. Now remember, Jupiter is the center of our solar system, not the sun. All right, Jupiter so happens to be the center of our solar system. That is the sun, if you want to say it like that. All right. So today is a holy day to us, and it represents, and it would connect with the planet Jupiter. All right. So the pendulum swing manifests in everything. The metronome of life. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. Okay. Everything is manifested in a measured motion, to and flow and inflow. The swing, a swing backward and a swing forward. Every action there is a reaction. So I want y'all to put this in connection with rhythm. All right. So Thursday would connect up with rhythm in a sense of how the pendulum swings. All right. And I also connect this with time in a sense because if you look at the animated and the dormanted, or what we call the 1 and the 4, because that's the A and the D, that's the animated and the dormanted, that's the 1 and the 4. All right. I explained how Thursday could actually be the 5 or Thursday could be the 4. All right, that is also explained in the codex. If you look at the number 4, it flips over and have 5 points. All right, so yeah, for instance, like let's say if you start your day off with a Monday, which is the moon, you start dealing with the moon, that's the Monday, then Thursday would be the 4. If you deal with the sun, which is the Sunday, then Thursday would be the 5. All right. Hopefully I can raise this up so y'all can see it. My fault, yo. Yeah. So yeah, Thursday would be the 5 instead of the 4. Excuse me. In connection with however you connect up. So no matter what, numbers are important. You know, I explain this. You know, man has set out different um, you know, objects into our solar system. All right? My fault, y'all. I got y'all YouTube. I got y'all, pardon me. I'm trying to make it right for the YouTube. So they can have this experience too. All right, so anyhow, man, this is how I explain this, and I want y'all to understand. I'm not knocking nobody, but I want y'all to understand that it's a different thing going on in reference to the mainframe and how you would really adjust it to reality. Man. All right, this rock with me on YouTube. I got y'all. Just rock with me like that. All right, cool. All right, so man has literally set objects in outer space. All right, for instance, like they got a satellite that they actually sent into Saturn. I think it's called Cassini or something like that. It's actually a satellite that they just like it kamikazed itself into Saturn. Now, unknowing to you know to everybody else that they was doing an experiment. All right, they literally could have lit Saturn up and made Saturn a sun by setting an object into it that is artificial. Right? For real. Shout out to Real. What's up, Real? Peace. Yeah. When they sent out, like I said, I think it's called Cassini. It was a satellite that they actually sent into Saturn, and literally it destroyed itself. It exploded. And it took all the data that it can take while going into the atmosphere of Saturn. All right. So now I explained this. I said that is an artificial structure to Saturn's orbit. Okay, so therefore it changed Saturn's orbit. All right. All right. Therefore, anybody that was connected with Saturn, it messed with your mind, considering the fact that um these heavenly bodies, like the planets, they're heavenly bodies, and your mind is literally a heavenly body also. So when they tap into these planets, they actually tapping into the heavenly body of your mind, or that's what they're working on. All right. So now when I bring in the codex, I bring it in like this. It's got to be ruled for compensation. So this brings back to the day being Afui, being Afui. All right, it has to be room for compensation. Rhythm compensates. If I ever showed y'all lunar math, how to do lunar math, in lunar math, it's literally no subtraction and division. It's only multiplication and adding in lunar math. So it's like, I want y'all to look at it like that in reference to how rhythm compensates for certain things. All right. We living in a time where as though you gotta have more or less your own calendar. Now we have a calendar which is connected to what we consider to be the body of the Messiah. All right, which taps into the number 14. All right, and you might ask me, how does all these all this figure behind me taps into the 14, and what does this figure simply mean behind me right here? All right. Basically, it represents the 31 numbers that I would ask you to say between 1 and 31, because these 31 pieces actually connect up to the number 14. And you might ask me, how do they connect up to the number 14? Because 31 and 14 are synonymous numbers if they operate within the square frequency of themselves. All right. For instance, if you times 14 times 14 is 196, and 13 times 13 is 169, and 31 times 31 is 961. So if you play that box, you'll also hit them if you hit the 13, the 14, and the 31. So those are numbers within the frequency, and that's 777 because they all add up to 777. All right, which is 21. All right, which is 12 and 21 frontwards and backwards. It's all literally a code. All reality is a code. The manifestation of reality is a code. What we live, everything you see around you is a code. Everything is programmed by numbers. If you think about somebody like Nikola Tesla, for instance, Nikola Tesla is a person that dealt with the number three. Everywhere he went, he dealt with the number three. If he had napkins, he needed three napkins. Before he went into a building, he circled it three times. All right, and all his equations dealt with the number three. All right. So you might ask, well, why would he utilize the number three in a sequence of thought to manifest energy? Because when he utilized the number three, he connected with the vector math of 3, 6, and 9. Now, vectors are things that point in a certain direction, a certain direction. And I want you to look at more or less 3, 6, and 9 like that. They point in a direction within themselves because they fold within themselves, sort of like how a torus folds within itself, because that's how the universe is literally concocted. It's concocted like a torus. It's nothing outside of it, and everything is within it. All right. So it's like that. So it flows within itself. If you think they say it's going out, it's the illusion that it's going out. It's actually going within. When they actually probe space and they actually say how much far as the universe is moving, it's actually a speed. They they have they guess, they hypothesize, saying that the universe moves at this certain speed as it's expanding into what is it expanding to? Where is it going? That's the question. It's not expanding into anything. It's going within itself. There's the illusion that it's expanding, but it's not. It's actually going within itself. All right, it's going inside itself. That's what they're seeing. When they seeing the universe expanding, they're not really seeing it expanding. They're seeing it going inside itself. And that's what's so deep about it. All right. So now when I bust down these 31 images and how they connect up with your birthday, it's like this. We live in a new age of what we call information. All right. It's a new age of what we call information. Now, the age of information, it's like this. It's like rhythm. Just like today is Afoy. If you think about Afoy, I want you to think about Afoy like rhythm. All right. So, yeah, rhythm compensates. For instance, if you listening to a song and you like boom, boom, boom. Some people listen to the song and they can bounce to it, and some people can listen to the song where they can just nod to it because rhythm compensates for it. I want you to think about life like that in general. It's a certain speed of how life moves at, but essentially it just moves at God's speed. Period. It just moves at God's speed, and rhythm compensates for that. Now, with the 31 measures of reality, or how you plug into reality, we call your birthday a log date. We don't call your birthday a birthday. Your birthday is not really a birthday. We live in a mainframe consciousness right now. All right? We live in a mainframe consciousness, and the mainframe consciousness, far as dealing with your log date, is how you log in space and time. Like if you pick number 6, right? The number 6 will actually represent the gift and the curse. It's the right hand of the Messiah. Most people are right-handed, and it represents the physical hand of actually work, of the workman's hand. That's what it's really called. I call it the workman's hand. Like a person doing too much work with their hands or something, and they need to be doing more work with their mind. So they need to focus more or less doing things with their mind instead of doing things with their hand, because the number 6 represents the hand. The hand. All right, this is the body of the Messiah. Now you might say, well, why would the number 6 represent the right hand of the Messiah? Because it's like a gift and a curse, more or less. What the number 6 represents is called Fatu. Fatu, the gift and the curse. Now, it also represents the tying of the knot, because if you look at the ancient symbol of Fatu, it looks like a more or less like a hair. It looks like a 9 or a 6. Now, I can draw it on the Facebook, but I can't draw it on the YouTube, but I draw it. It actually looked like this. The it looked like a freaking it looked like a number 6 or a 9. It looked like that. That's what the number. That's what Wa, or what the number 6 looked like. It looked like this. That's the ancient symbol of it. But it had a dot over top of it, a dot over top of it, or the dot over bottom of it. Now you say, really? Yeah, the number 6. It looked like the number. It's not number 6, but it's called Fat 2. That's what it's really called, Fat 2. All right. So Fat 2 dealt with Fat 2 dealt with the fact that it was a tying of the knot, and it represents an agreement. All right. And number 8 would represent like the mirror. It would represent something like a mirror effect, like a mirror effect, how the reflection of reality is. But also, the number 8 could represent disruption in somebody's life. It can also represent getting on beat with time itself, because it represents the hourglass when you look at it. All right, but essentially, all these body parts right here are what the Messiah represents, or how the Messiah manifested within this reality. All right, now, each one of these body parts has a mathematical code to it. Also, it's not just like you see things here and you be like, man, this, that's there, that's there. No, all those things are actually there for a reason. And throughout time and space, these are the things that the Messiah has came across as tools in his or her shed, more or less, to operate within this mainframe reality of what we call physical existence. All right, for instance, like this. If you see the nocturnal bird right here, it's two birds on here. All right, you would say one that flows in the day and one flows in the night, which is the which would be the hawk, and it would be, or the yeah, it would be the hawk, and also or the falcon, but it would also be the owl, because this letter M actually really represents an owl. All right, so the top of this is a nocturnal bird that really controls the night, that can see through the night. That's the top of this image right here, is a nocturnal bird. So that's the king or the queen of all birds. All right, it's the nocturnal bird. All right, which is also a bird of prey, or what you call an owl. Yeah, the great owl, which is also the word lamel. When you see the word lamel, you actually see the word owl, the great owl. And you might say, how do I see the word? When I see the great owl, I see the word lamel or the word lemel. All right, for instance, lamel is the sacred name. When you see an owl, you say owl, and the letter owl comes from a hieroglyphic symbol that looks like an owl. So you see that. So it makes the letter M. Now, also, when you say owl, you say L, 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 and then you say owl, like owl. So you can say L or owl, whether frontwards or backwards. So now that you say that, you saying lamel. It's all connected up. Literally, the owl is an ideograph for the word lamel or lemel, which is the female or the male Messiah. All right, so that's me connecting this in antiquity, in reference to the hieroglyphics of how this body part of the Messiah, which is the head of it, actually connects to ancient societies. All right, so if you picked 11, that means that you need to treat yourself like royalty, and you need to get away for a second, take some time to meditate. If you pick number 11, You need to get away and treat yourself like royalty. You were sharing with a lot of other people. Share with yourself for a second. Yeah. And then, like, if you pick the number 7, all right, the number 7 would represent the right forearm of the Messiah. It would be the right forearm of the Messiah. So anytime you think about the forearm connects with prayer and it connects with repetition. Whatever you've been doing over and over and over again, you need to change it, make it a straight line so you can have a greater cycle. That's all I can say. Because sometimes repetitional things gets us in trouble, and you know what I'm saying, but the only thing that can break bad habits is good habits of repetition. Yeah. So that represents the forearm of the right forearm of the Messiah. So anything on the right side of the Messiah represents the physical realm and how the Messiah deals with the physical realm. All right. So when you pick number 7, in essence, the number 7 would connect with repetition in the physical realm, whatever's going on in the physical realm, because you got two bones on your forearm, just like you got two bones over here. That's why 9 and 22 represent the 9 and 22 represent the two forearms of the Messiah. If you see it right here, you see 22 and you see 9, and that equals 31. So the Messiah needs the two forearms to link up to become the 31, which is the owl. You feel me? It's all in here. All the lessons are there. I can just look at this body and just define everything. Define the moment, because everything is programmable. Reality is literally programmable. If you just operating from the dot, if you it's programmable. If you operating from the dot, you'll see that. That's why you see dots right here. Yeah, by repetition. Facts. But on the right side of the Messiah is representing the physical. But on the left side it represents the spiritual. But the left side actually represents the right side. So don't get it twisted. Anytime you see the left side of the Messiah, it's actually representing the right hemisphere of the brain, because the left side actually controls the right hemisphere of the brain. That's why you see an extra chip here, which is the 33. It's the extra chip. You say, really? How is it the 33? I thought we only flow between 1 and 31, Lamel. That's the alpha and omega. Yeah, yeah, but the number 23 is the cyclops. Everything that you get is a dot right here. You see a dot, that's a network. Everything is a network, literally. But that right there, when you see a dot within an image, it actually represents something that's sacred. Like for instance, you see the number 14 has a dot in it. You see the number 4 has a dot on it. You see the number 10 has a dot on it. It's different images that have real has dots on them, and you just gotta pay attention to that, and you'll be like, "Yo, man, why it has dots on them like that?" Because it really is special. It's a special number. Like the number 23, it's not really 23. What you see right there is really 33. That's the 33rd degree right there, which is 23. Why do you say that, Lamel? You know why I say that? Because y'all seeing 23, but I'm seeing two threes. Get it? Y'all seeing 23, but I'm seeing two threes. So the 23 was very special. It was always a special number. It connected up with the 5, but it also connected with the 33rd degree because it was the sacred code to unlock the 33rd degree. Because it was two threes. That's it. And what's 2 times 3? 9. I mean 6, but I'm talking about 3 square. If you think about 3 square with a 2 on top of it, it looks like a 9, right? It turns into a 9. 3 square. That's how I was thinking about it in the image, but it's 3, 6, and 9. It goes back into it. That's why I said this is body parts is deep. And then guess what body part that guards? As far as the number 23, it guards the wrist of the Messiah, where the watch is, where the wristwatch is, where the wristwatch is, meaning that it guards time. The number 23 is able to see time, and then it's connected with rhythm, which is Afoy also. All right, so yeah, and then if you would think about something like the number 8, for instance, like somebody picked, I would say the number 13 first. Let me do the number 13. I love that number. The 13 represents potential. You're not living up to your potential. You got to do more with your potential because it's the baby Messiah. That's what the number 13 is, the baby Messiah. Long as you the baby Messiah, you got to work on your you got to turn that 13 to the 31. That's when you become an adult. All right, but it represents potential. Yo, that's what it represents. It represents potential.
What's the password of the computer?
Man, get out of here. They trying to hack the computer. Yeah, anyhow. Anyhow, the number 13, let me go back to the number 13 in reference to the body of the Messiah, what it represents. The number 13 is actually the right collarbone of the Messiah. It represents the blue collarbone, all right? The blue collarbone of the Messiah. Now you got the white collarbone, which is the 16 and the 17, which guards that of the Messiah. But then you got the blue collarbone, which is the 13 and the 12. You'll see it right there. 13 and 12. That's the collarbone of the yeah, I got you, sister. How I got you. But the let me do somebody else and just stick around for a second. And subscribe to the channel, please. And I got you. Look at this. Anyhow, the number 12 the number 13 that you pick, I'm going to talk about this for a second. All right, the number 13, it connects up with the right collarbone of the Messiah. Now, when I tell you the right side always deals with the physical. When you look at the right side of the body of the Messiah, it's always physical. It's always physical. All right, it deals with the physical world. Anything that's attached to the physical world, that's connected to the physical world. And I want you to think about that in reference to your potential and letting go. You know what I'm saying? 13 calls for certain things like in reference to writing things down. It also calls for grouping with other individuals besides yourself. All right? It also calls for that. It calls for perseverance because a lot of times people don't understand if you really want something, you have to persevere. You just can't do it for 1 month or 1.5 months. You have to literally do it for years. All right, if you really want success from it. All right, so I really want you to take that in consideration. All right. Um. So, what you say? Let me read the comment in the YouTube. You said, yeah. So my such and such, he was on the dark web. Dag, somebody in the YouTube, you bugging. What happened? She said somebody was on the dark web. They stole your information. That's deep. That's some deep stuff, sister. You said just posting for later. Yeah, that's deep. Who else got something to say? You picked the number 23. The number 23. I just said the number 23. Hi, I'm new. What's your name, sister? Your name is I can't even see it. Yeah, very deep. I got you. You talking about somebody on the dark web stalking you. Look at this. I'm not trying to get into that type of discussion. How about this? Let's talk about your potential. And let's talk about something else. Just give me a number between 1 and 31 and let's figure out some other stuff. All right? You said I'm on through 131. Dang, that's deep. You said I'm new as well. All right, for the people that's new, let me do this for the people that's new. I gotta do a dedication for the people that's new, cause y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all just like flat out here go like, bow, who this dude right here? What is he talking about? Let me do it like this. Let me introduce myself like this. All right. My name is Lazarus Lamel. I am the Solar Prime Supreme Minister of the Messiah Code Movement. All right. Just real simple. Just real simple. I'm the Solar Prime Supreme Minister of the Messiah Code Movement. All right. So the Messiah Code Movement is a bunch of people. We're literally leaders. We come from different walks of life. It's different people. People that do tarot cards. People that are Hebrews. People that are Muslim. People um, that are Christians, real Christians. People that are just different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? And we have figured out a way to literally mesh these things in reality in accordance. So when I share information with y'all, I share information with y'all from a collective thought of many things, of many roads, because I consider religion to be over. Everybody in the movement, we literally consider everything, all that to be over. If you consider it to be religion, it's over. It's nothing but the network. Everything is literally a chronology of who we are as if you want to consider us to be earthlings or on this planet, and we are representatives of that. We are ambassadors of the universe. All right, that's what we consider ourselves to be. So the numbers that I give y'all, like if y'all give me a number, this y'all don't just y'all giving me a number, but y'all ain't praying about it. This is the difference between us and them. You feel me? This is the difference between us and them. Like, I connect y'all with something that we consider to be an experience, and that's God, because God is an experience. You know what I'm saying? Before I do readings, a lot of times I tell people to chant, because if we don't chant, then we're not going to have clarity on certain things. If you got to think about this, like it's like a pitchfork or something like that, a tuning device. Your body got to resonate as a tuning device. People people say, when people give them a reading or something like that, and a lot of times it's a feel good thing like that, because they'll tell you the good things about what's going on, but they don't tell you the real bad things about what's going on in reference to this. Like, for instance, like everybody has a choice to make. Like if I give a reading about a Taurus, for instance, or if I give a reading about a Scorpio, or a reading about anybody, it's a negative and a positive also to those things. So I want you to look at it like that. So if I tell a tourist or something like that, they got people waiting for them right now. Like they got a whole bunch of people waiting for them, like a family waiting for them in a certain type of setting. I'm waiting for them. It's time for them to make a change or something like that. If I tell them something like that, they need to make a connection with a new way of life. It might relate to another tourist being like, they resisting that. So I really want y'all to take it like that. You know what I'm saying? Also, when I do give readings or I divinate, I don't divinate from any cards. Now, any symbol that I utilize in reference to the divination is not it's not a pictorial form. For instance, if you got your book, for anybody that supports this movement, if you got your book, the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination, these are the books, these are the printouts of the book. Now, this is an authentic copy. You can order it for $31. All right, I'll send it to you. But if you got your book, you'll see I got certain things, and then for all the people that got the book, that donated, listen, you'll see certain symbols like this. For instance, these are ancient symbols. These are ancient symbols. For instance, like this. Like you see that symbol right there? It's an ancient symbol right there. All right, sabub. It's called sabub. All right, it literally represents like a bag that's pouring forth information, but it's literally sealed. The bag is sealed. So I want you to look at it like that, and it has so many um aspects of what it represents as this bag, what's inside this bag. I want you to take it like that. So it's sabub. It represents the pour forth the flow of that water conducts. All right. So you'll connect it like that. And yeah, it's like these, it's not like different, it's not like the tarot cards. The tarot cards, you will have different elaborate images. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's something wrong with them. But what I'm saying is that that's the difference between the codex, the 141, and utilizing any other system of divination. Now, another thing that I utilize for y'all when I divinate is this. I utilize what we call the body of the Messiah, which is right behind me. It's the image that you see behind me, almost like it, same thing. I utilize the body of the Messiah. You'll see that on page 7 of this book. All right. And that's everything that I talk about every day. Every day. And why would you say that, Lamel? Because literally this, it's only, everybody has been born between 1 and 31 days. They have made reality like that. Sorry. Sorry. I know you're going to try to go to another calendar, but if you look at how the world is assimilated, it's assimilated between 1 and 31 days, 1 and 9 and 1 and 9, or 9 or 1 and 12. All right, same thing. It's programmed. You feel me? It's literally programmed through numbers. All right, so now if that's the case, now you'll see that every image on here represents somebody's birthday. Now, a birthday is not called a birthday. A birthday is called a log date. It's called a log date. We are in the age of information, and we log in space and time. All right? We log in space and time. So if you pick 15, it represents the necklace, and that would be something that it would be like a gift, but anybody can take that gift. All right, so I want you. I'm not. I haven't explained about when you do a reading how we do this, and I'm gonna tell you the magic of this stuff. Unbeknown to you, when you do tarot cards and stuff like that, when you do any type of cards, you do anything like that, you can program reality, reprogram reality. It's not the sense that people are doing a feel good for you. It's the fact that people can actually reprogram reality through numbers, through a form of divination. All right? Because more or less, you are the center of the universe, right? Whatever you believe in, it connects whatever. It connects with how you imagine the world to be. All right. So when somebody divinates and somebody utilizes a system like that, they shuffle in the deck. They actually shuffle in realities, every different variables, different realities, and the reality is being programmed. It's not the fact that it's being that people are pulling cards. This reality is being programmed and reprogrammed. Now, depending on the person that's doing it for you is where you would take your soul. Now, I explained this. I said, man, if you don't have a license to drive, you really shouldn't be driving at all. Now, the problem is with a lot of people, they get in the car with people that don't have a license. Now, you say, what do you mean by this, Lamel? In this system of divination, I want to let y'all know when we talk about magic here, we just in the realm of the paranormal. We talk about all the shit that y'all scared about, all the stuff that y'all go to the mirror and y'all scared about. I'll talk about that right now. All right, but when we talking about in this realm of the paranormal, reality is programmed through different shads or what you call demons. It's programmed through them. Now they are here. They are here. All these freaking demons or whatever you call them, they're not. I wouldn't call it like demons because y'all get spooked out. I would call it frequencies of thought. They're out here ready to be assimilated within somebody's body that is hollow, or shallow. Somebody that doesn't have a more or less a defense mechanism against these forces. They're ready to invade these forces on these people's bodies. All right, real talk, and you'll see it. You see it every day with people just killing each other, and they wondering why they do it. All right, so now, this is what I'm talking about. Reality is programmed. We live in a multiverse. A multiverse. Think about it like this too. All right. um I'm gonna give y'all the fountain of youth. This is so deep. Y'all ever wonder why if y'all see in the, like, let's say the Superman movie, for instance, they say, man, Superman lives at the North Pole. Okay, let me give y'all just think about this one, for instance, right? If you look at the North Pole as compared to the rest of the planet, right, you'll actually live longer if you actually went to the North Pole. You'll live probably 100 years longer than a person that's living in the equator. And you might say, why is that, Lamel? I got you. Because if you look at the Earth, let's say the Earth is like a oval or a globe, right? Or you can say whatever it is. Let's say you got your flat Earth theory. I don't believe that, so throw that out the door. But let's say the Earth is an egg, right? Because that's what it is. At the top of it, the egg is smaller, right? The egg is smaller than it is at the bottom part or at the middle part. So if you living at the North Pole or the South Pole, all right, just for instance, if you living at the North or South Pole, the people that theoretically speaking that are on the equator or at lower points, they live in a certain lifespan at a certain point, but you live in a lifespan at a greater point because the earth spins faster up there because it's a shorter distance. You feel me? You ever see people on the track? They put them people that are closer inside the circle. They put them like further back. You ever see that in a track and field game? I want you to look at reality almost like that, and that's really how it's assimilated. All right. So yeah, now when we talk about these images or these far as the program or how we log in space and time, yeah, we in the new age of what we call information. This is a new age right now. Now we coming out of the 12, the 1 through 12. We coming out of that. Why would you say that we coming out of 12? Because as we came out of 12, we came to the 13, which is actually the what you call Aquarius. Now, Aquarius turns to the 13 because Aquarius so happens to be the third air sign, but it so happens to be the 11th house. So it's 131, frontwards and backwards. It's a 13 and a 31. So Aquarius in the house or the age of information, it actually brings in a different type of scope of reality, a different spirituality, because from Gemini being the articulation of speech, and then you got Libra being the articulation of machine. Now you got freaking Aquarius, which is the articulation of kinetic and telepathic thought, because that's what's coming out of the bucket of Aquarius. It's not what you think it is. It's water. It's not, because Aquarius is not a freaking water sign. Aquarius is an air sign. So when it's pulling out the water, it's actually pulling out something which is called noon, because it's noon right now. It's noon. It's really darkness. Darkness that hit, because that's the owl. That's the owl, the nocturnal bird that sees through the dark. So you had noon that came in, that what that the cycle that was brought in, which was the cycle of noon. Because if you see the image that comes from Aquarius, it's not really a water. It actually looks like a freaking like a W, like a two W's, two W's or something like that, two W's, but or kinetic thought or telepathic reasoning in reference to how we feel things or how we move through the mainframe through feeling alone through our heart. So yeah, this is all connected with that. This was all connected with the 1 through 31. This is all connected with the 1 through 31. That's why Aquarius so happens to be the third air sign. It's not an air sign at all. It's just actually just ether. It's, if you want to say it like that, it's a realm. It's not air. It's just a frequency. Because I broke that down in reference to Gemini. Gemini being the first articulation of speech, and speech is breath, which is air. Speech is breath, which is air. And then you got freaking Libra, which is machine. And machine utilizes the energy or electricity. But what comes from this age, because also if you wanted to know why I said Libra is the machine, because it's only one machine of the zodiac, which so happens to be Libra. All right, so yeah, that's the only machine in the zodiac. All right, so that's when man met machine at the stage of Libra. All right, so yeah, or liberation, because we met machine at that. We had to liberate ourselves from the machine, just like you need to liberate yourself from the machine right now and go back into the natural thing. That's the stage of Libra, more or less. That's the stage of liberation. Being free from the machine, but being able to control the machine in balance, because we need the machines in order to live our life in these days and time. But you got to be able to know how to get past man and machine at that point. All right. So then you're going down to Aquarius. Like I said, we moving now it's time to tap into telepathy. Now it's time to tap into this realm of thought that they are hiding from us. Like every time I start to talk about telepathy and I start to talk about different lobes that you can touch on your brain right now, people try to say, oh man, we getting real spooky. But in actuality, you'll know where to be, when where to be, how where to be, and who what to be at the time when you need to, if you are connected with what I consider to be the ancestors or the elders. Now you say, well, how can I connect with the elders, Lamel? It comes to a certain stage that you come through, with a stage of teachings that you go through, more or less, that will open you up to these things. And one of them is chanting. If you chant day in and day out, day in and day out, you guess what? You become heavier but lighter. You become heavier but lighter. Now you might ask me, what do you mean by that? You become heavier and lighter. It is a known fact. It is a known fact that for instance, like let's say if I got a clock, right? Let's say I got a clock, two clocks. For instance, I'm gonna take y'all there real quick. Let's say if I got two clocks, and then I say one of the clocks is spinning, and then the one of the clock not spinning. Which one is heavier? The clock that's spinning. Why? Why would you say the clock that's spinning is more heavier than the clock that's not spinning? All right. This is why I said, I'm gonna make y'all more heavier but more lighter in reference to chanting. Chanting makes you more heavier. It makes you turn into a dwarf star. It literally turns you into a dwarf star. Now I explain this. Now listen to this. Y'all gotta listen to this because this is real heavy. And this might blow by half of y'all head real quick. All right. But this is real heavy. All right. You become a dwarf star because literally, all right, you got iron inside your heart. Iron. At the center of your heart, which is connected, you got iron. You got hemoglobin that really connects all these things, actually congeals your blood, but at the center of that hemoglobin molecule is actually iron. It's actually iron. So you have a dwarf star because iron comes from um comets or stars, is ashes from stars. So more or less you have this inside you. So if you think about this in reference to you having that inside you, having that iron inside you, it comes to the point where when you chant, you become a dwarf star. You become a dwarf star because you become heavier. See, if I add, see, that's what Einstein talks about, energy equals mass square or whatever like that, E equals mc square. This is what he talking about, kind of. He talk about like this. You know, if I put energy to something, energy can be converted to mass. Energy can be converted to mass, as well as mass can be converted to energy. Think about it like that. So the more you chant, the heavier you get, the heavier you get. And also the lighter you get because you start to generate energy. You start to generate kinetic energy, energy that probably people can't see with their human eye, but I bet you the aura can be seen from a probe, from somebody that's looking at like a what is that called, a helioscope or something like that. When they looking at the energies and the rays of your body, they can probably see you changing up like that. But if you look at it like this too, that's what the elders in the universe, or what you call aliens or extraterrestrials, and I don't know what you talking about, but just reference the higher species. They waiting for us to send out the beacon, and the only way you can send out the beacon is with a unified field that's connected with people chanting the same tones. You feel me? With the same tones connected with those things. So that's why that's important. But yeah, you become heavier when you actually start to move and start to generate energy. You become heavier, but you're lighter to you. You're lighter to you, but you heavy to everything else. So therefore you become a magnet. A magnet to what? It can be a magnet to anything. Now, it can be a magnet to whatever principle that you're looking for. For instance, like this. Like now, this chanting goes back to a lot of stuff that y'all thinking about. For instance, let's say you're thinking about a problem like that. What y'all don't know is that by you thinking about your problem like that, the repetitional thought is actually generating the problem. Somebody hearing me right here. The repetitional thought of you thinking about it, stressing about it, is actually generating the reality of it. Because you become a beacon or an antenna for these things to manifest within the mainframe. Because the mainframe is always asking, how do you want to program me? Program me. This is what the mainframe is asking. What you call reality is saying, program me. Now you saying, well, how am I supposed to program you? It's very easy by chanting, meditation, not by prayer, because prayer is requesting the universe to do something for you, and the universe always already know what to provide you for. It already know what to do for you. It already know how to look out for you. It already know what you need. You might not know what you need because you hate what you need. You already do not like what you need. So you want what you want. We all want what we want. All right. So if you look at it this way, yeah, when you in meditation, first of all, look, all three in one. Prayer is when you requesting from the universe. Universe, can you look out for me? Yo, I'm broke right now. I don't got no money in my pocket. That's prayer. All right. So meditation is when you listen to the universe. You just shut your mouth. Don't say nothing. And listen to what the universe got to say. That's meditation. Now you can shut your eyes through it, but you can actually just shut your mind and just think about it. All right. When you close your eyes, you shut down 40% of the CPU. You're basically operating 50% of your brain. So yeah, um boom, you can meditate, but you can also chant. Now chanting is different than meditation and prayer. Why do I say that? Because when you chant, you actually program the reality. Now think about this. You can look at it, I want you to look at it kind of like this. If you saw like you or the earth moving through, let's say, a net or something like that, and everywhere it moves, it affects it. It affects it. It affects it. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, it's moving through. I'm gonna do a PowerPoint on this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a PowerPoint on this. But you'll see the earth moving through something. All right, and it's like, I guess, like a field. Now the field would be, north and south the same way. All right, almost like kind of like a pyramid on top and the bottom. That's how the earth moves through what we call outer space or whatever whatnot. But it has a magnetic field like that. All right, that's connected with everything with the universe. All right, everything in the universe. That's the same thing as us, that we have those same things. When you start to chant and you start to actually vibrate, you actually start to generate kinetic energy. So thus you become heavier, thus you become more magnetic. Now, everybody usually everybody only has 3 feet out from you that your heart has a magnetic it's like a magnetic grid. It's like 3 feet around you. They're working on certain things like 5G and stuff like that to tap into this magnetic grid. That's what they're working on right now. It's only 3 feet. It's only 3 feet. Now, it's only 3 feet. Now, this can tap into your heart center. All right, it's like a literal like a network 3 feet from you that can be tapped into, and they're figuring out ways to do this, to tap into your mainframe through that. All right, that 3 feet right here. So, like I was saying though, if you chanting, when you chanting, that's why you need to know the sacred words. The sacred words are important when you chant because that's what helps you program reality. All right, the sacred words is the sacred words connect you with the sacred tones. All right, you know us speaking English and stuff like that. Yeah, English is good in a certain expression of thought, but in essence, you know the ancients they dealt with certain tones in their language. That's why you see music moving more or less to that right now. You'll see a lot of the of rappers, they're not even rappers no more. They're literally singers because it's just moving more or less to um what they call it melodic um it's a melody type of they sing all the time in a raps. So it's like that. So the elders also had a language like that. That's how the language was connected. So if you think about chanting also does that to far as how reality is connected. It sets off a broadcast. It sends off a broadcast, and it connects to the realm of thought that you broadcast in. That's why I'm telling y'all it's dangerous. It's really dangerous to stress out. It's more dangerous than what you think to stress out. For all the people on the Facebook, can you please go to the YouTube? Can you please go to the YouTube? Because I don't know how much energy I got on that phone. On this phone, I got 10%. Oh no, I got 16%. I got 16%. So slowly make your way to the YouTube. I would suggest if you want to listen to what I got to say. All right, if you just here, just chilling, it is what it is. If you support, that'd be nice. Go over to the YouTube because like I said, I only got like 10% on that phone, and I'm gonna just say whatever I gotta say on the bill. All right, but this is important. That what I'm talking about in this discussion is this is heavy. It's heavy because I'm going back to why we chant, and the reason why we chant. The reason why we pray, the reason why we meditate. Why do we do all three in one? Not just pray. We just don't pray. We just don't meditate. And we just don't chant. We do all three in one. All right. So this was a discussion about why we do these things. All right. And also, I talked about the body parts of the Messiah, and I did readings between 1 and 31. And it was new people on here, and I'm explaining why we do these things. So if you want to connect up with me, just inbox me. All right. Thank you for the people going over to the YouTube. I appreciate you. Now, the YouTube is the Messiah code if you don't know what it is. Thank you. I see everybody coming in. I see my son. There you go, Sia. I love you, son. I love that my son is always in here, man. That makes me feel good, man. You make me feel good, Sia. Thank you for everybody coming in. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna talk about a little bit more about chanting. I'm gonna do a chant, and then what I'm gonna do is also I'm gonna do readings. I'm gonna do about 10 readings. I'm gonna do 10 readings, yo. For whoever come in, I'm gonna do 10 readings for 10 people. All right. Let me see if I can put this in. I'm trying to put in some nice music so I can jam to this. Yeah, my fault, y'all. Just give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna do some readings, man. I love doing readings more than it's not work to me. I just love doing it. All right, so I gotta do some chants. This is how we bring in the forces, man. Let me show y'all how we do it. All right. Let me do this. Come on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Hold on. Let me get this. Y'all ready? I see y'all coming in. Go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube, man. Support me, man. Support me. Real talk. Support the movement. We don't get no looks off the Facebook. They don't pay nobody. Look out. Look out. The Messiah Code. Look out. Let me do this. I'm about to do some readings. So I gotta do some. I gotta call in the forces first. We ain't doing it like that. We are not doing it like that. Y'all ready? So I'm gonna do this from the 141 introduction to magic and divination. Oh, we're gonna do it like this. Let's go. So, for somebody that wants a guardian in their life, no, I'm gonna say muhaymin. All right, for somebody that wants a guardian in their life, say I want a guardian. If you want a guardian, go to the YouTube, get off the Facebook. Get off the Facebook, go to the YouTube. If you want a guardian, say, I'm gonna say muhaymin. When I say muhaymin, you know that means the guardian. Now, if you want somebody to guard you, I want a guardian, put it up. Now look at this. If you want somebody, I got you. If you want to be victorious in your situation, I'm gonna say I want to be victorious in my endeavor tomorrow. Whatever you're doing right now. I give you 24 hours. A blessing for 24 hours. I'll set out a beacon for 24 hours. Let's go. If you want victory. Now, I said muhaymin is going to be the guardian. But, look at this. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, if you want victory, I'm going to say Aziz. I want victory. You want victory? I give y'all 24 hours. The beacon is going to be sent out. The beacon say I want victory. Now, I want y'all to say I shall. Say I shall. Say I shall. All right? Say I shall. Know why? When I chant these words, y'all want to say I shall. I said muhaymin and Aziz. Just say I shall, because it's nothing above the shell. We about to call in the forces. All right? We're about to call in the forces. I shall. So listen. Ya muhaymin, ya tawalo, ya Aziz, ya tawalo, 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 ya muhaymin, ya tawalo, ya tawalo, ya muhaymin, ya tawalo, ya Aziz, 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 ya tawalo, ya muhaymin, Ya Tawalu, Ya Aziz, Ya Tawalu. Okay, y'all in here. Breathe in, breathe out, boom. Breathe in, breathe out, boom. All right, victory, 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 victory. You got the guardian, don't worry about it. You got somebody watching your back right now. We just sent out the signal. Ya Tuwalu, Ya Muhimin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Muhimin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Aziz, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Muhimin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Aziz, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Muhimin, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Aziz, Ya. Yes! Let's go! Alright, so let's chant in a couple more forces before I do some readings. Let's chant in a couple more forces before I do these readings. We got the elders with us, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. Somebody needs forgiveness here. Somebody needs forgiveness, y'all. I don't care whatever they did to you. I need you to forgive them. So I'm gonna say Gaforo, Gaforo, Gaforo. When I say Gaforo, say I shall. Say I shall. Say I shall, because there's nothing above the shall. Alright? Say when I say Gaforo, because Gaforo is forgiveness. I need y'all to forgive somebody for real. I don't need no monkeys on nobody's backs. I want y'all to take all the monkeys off your backs right now. Because that weight is heavy. That's gravity. That's gravity. I want to give y'all levity right now. So when I say Gaforo, I want you to think about it. Say I shall, but hit it with the kum. The lightning struck your mind and it struck your heart in that moment and it sound like kum. So that's Gaforo. Alright. So another thing that I'm gonna say is that something that I really love, I'm gonna say this. Hafiz, which is the preserver. It's the preserver. I'm gonna tap into Hafiz and I'm gonna tap into Gafuru. So Hafiz would be the preserver, but Hafiz is also Hafuz. It would also connect with more or less preservation. Alright? We all need to be saved, man. We all need to be saved at this moment. We all going through something where we need to be saved, so we need to be preserved. Hafiz. Alright? Real talk. And that also is Horus. That's also another attribute for Horus or Horus, which is the Messiah, Hafuz or Hafiz, which is the preserver. So, yeah, we gonna forgive somebody. I need somebody to forgive somebody, man, because you gonna be wanting, you want to be forgiven for whatever mishap that you did, more or less not being true to yourself, all the mistakes that you did. It's hard to forgive oneself nowadays. Say, man, damn, I could have did better. I could have did better. Now you doing better. So if anybody, I want you to forgive yourself when I put out Gafuru. All right, when I do Gafuru, I want you to forgive yourself for whatever it is. For everybody that's on the Facebook, go to the YouTube. It's about to check out. That's all I gotta say. The Messiah Code. Listen. So forgive somebody, man. Forgive somebody. I shall. It's nothing above the shell. Period. It's nothing above the shell. Nothing. That's she and L. That's she and L. She and L. She and L. Real simple. She and L. That's the female and that's the male. All on one hand. Real simple. Alright, I shall. So, Gafuru. I want y'all to invoke Gafuru, and then I'm going to say Hafiz. And you already know the Walu means divine manifestation. Let's go. Let's go. Ya Gafuru, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hafiz, Ya Tuwalu, 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 Ya Gafuru, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hafiz, Ya Tuwalu. Somebody needs forgiveness here, man. Forgive somebody. That's Gafuru, Hafiz. We need to be preserved. I already know, man, it's been times where your life could have been taken, where that bullet just missed you. That bullet dismissed you. That car dismissed you. Like I could have been there and that could have been death. You are preserved. Yeah. Ya Gafuru, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hafiz, Ya Tuwalu, 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 Ya Gafuru, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hafiz, Ya Tuwalu. Pick a number. Let's go. Pick a number between 1 and 31. Let's go, man. Y'all got blessings, man. Y'all got blessings. We set off the beacon right now. We set off the beacon across the world. Boom. Boom. 18, you got the root and the wraith. Watch out for certain people. All right? Root and the wraith. It's like go to if you pick number 18, go to Matthew chapter 13. Read that chapter. Um If you pick number 25, your plan's going to happen next year. Whatever you're thinking about. 3 plans, they're going to happen next year. Make up 3 plans, they're going to happen next year for sure. But don't say I'm going to hit the Powerball, because you're not going to hit the Powerball. You're not going to win it. But 3 plans, you'll get it done. Number 3, get out of contemplation. Get out of contemplation. Number 12, share it with somebody. Number 26 in Facebook, you got opportunity coming tomorrow. Opportunity disguised as a loss. Watch out. But it's all good. 13, I would say write down something. Write down some plans that you need so you can get it done. That's what the universe is telling you, because you picked the baby Messiah and that represents potential. So if you don't live your potential, you're not, nobody's going to love you but you, Miss Carrie. All right, 31, silence is golden. Don't tell nobody about what you're doing. Stop talking about it, be about it. I know you want to tell people because you feel for them like that and you want them to know because that's your people's, but don't tell nobody shit right now. Just do it. 31. Christina, yeah. Number 6, watch out for somebody going to give you something. Don't take it. But if you do take it, utilize it. Number 18, it's a root and a wraith around you. You got the roots around you and you got the wraiths around you. So the root means you got the holy ones around you, the holy family around you. But the 18 mean the other one, the other half is you got a whole bunch of wraiths around you if you pick number 18. So protect that which is golden. Move forward. The wheat and the tares. It's time. Number 28. Be on time for whatever you got to do tomorrow. Do not be late. Do not be late. If you be late, you're not going to be great. Be on time. Number 28. Who else? Be on time tomorrow, yo. Real talk. Be on time. The universe is asking you to be on time. And you might not like that, but I'm telling you, be on time, yo. Let's go. Who else? Number 11, Miss Tootie, you already picked the number, I believe. You picked number 12. You can't I'm not doing two numbers. Focus on number 12 cuz number 12 calls for you to share something. And then if you pick 11, 11 calls for sharing too. But it's it's like you switched up because 12 deals with sharing with other people and then 11 deals with sharing with yourself. So I want you to just share with other people so you can share with yourself. The universe is calling for you to do that. And you might say, I already do, but do it some more. I got you. I'm on you. But for real, the number 11 calls for you to focus on the network. And then if you pick 11, you really pick the number 12 anyway, because 11 times 11 equals 121. Honey. Yeah, got that ass. That's 12 and 21 frontwards and backwards. That's why I said it's two different loves far as 11 and 12 when you pick that number. It's like you pick the sequence within itself. It's saying the same thing, but 11 deals with love for self, but 12 deals with love for everybody else. The birch tree. Also, work on that which is in your backyard. Who else? Pick out Matthew chapter 13 because you picked the number 18 first. For anybody that picked the number 18, it deals with the root and the wraith. But I want y'all to read the parable of the tares, but I also want y'all to read Matthew chapter 13. Now, for you that picked woe, you picked number 25. For anybody that picked 25 on here, I want you to write down 3 plans that'll happen next year for sure shot. Think Write down 3 plans that are within the realm of your reality, and it's going to happen next year. I'm talking about next year. It can happen like next year. All right? Who else on here? Because you picked number. If nobody ain't picked the lucky number yet, if you pick the lucky number, I'll let y'all know. All right? For the people that picked the lucky number, I'll let you know. Now, the last person that picked the number, it was the last 2 people that picked the lucky number. None of y'all picked the lucky number. Don't worry about it. Don't pick no more numbers. Deal with the number that y'all gave me. 17. It's not that. Today's lucky number was 27. Today's lucky number was 27. It was 27. Now, the last 2 people I told with the lucky number, they came off. They came off. Number 1 is always the lucky number because it's all about oneness. But 27 was the lucky number today. It was the lucky number. But we all blessed. We all blessed. I wouldn't say the lucky number, but it's the favorite number because it's the frequency of thought. It's the frequency of thought and how things move. Like, look at this. I showed y'all this. If anything, I showed y'all in this book. If y'all got this book, the Introduction to Magic and Divination, written by yours truly, or programmed, because this is a simulation of thought. I gave y'all something in this book that's special. And this is how I want y'all to see reality within this age of what we call information. All right? It's programmable, but the way it's programmed is not how you think it's programmed. It's literally scrambled. It's scrambled, but the only problem with the scrambling is that you have to bring balance to it. If you don't bring balance, here it is, right here. This is something I explain right here. And on this page, if y'all got page 48, the book, The Introduction to Magic and Divination. If you don't got it, you can order it. You can actually send a donation to the movement. I'll give it to you. All right. And for the YouTube, email me or just hit me up. Just tell me you want the book. We'll figure it out. All right. But in the book, page what's that? Page 48. All right. I explain this right in the book. I want to show y'all something. This is special right here. This is like one of the most special things I put in the book, but people didn't get this. And I'm gonna explain this right now. You might see it. It looks like up backwards or whatever. I could be a moderator, man. I just had a sister steal $100 from me, man. I just had a sister steal $100 from me blatantly on Facebook, blatantly on YouTube and all this shit. That's so fucked up. I put her as a person that was, yeah, for real. I put her as a person that was in charge of the money. And only thing I wanted to do was save the money so we could make a down payment for the land. And guess what? Chick stole $100. Yeah, that's fucked up. And was from people donating. And if she said she took it and gave it to the church because she ain't fucking with the Messiah code no more, whatever like that. But that hurt my feelings. But she really stole the money, and she just wanted to act like she did something noble. And she'll say, "Let God be our judge," but let God whatever. Yeah, man, she stole it. She took it. I'm gonna say she didn't steal it because stealing is when somebody is like they tiptoeing. She actually took it. She actually took it. But I'm not gonna put nobody in control of the money no more. I'm going to control it, and if y'all don't like it, I'm going to control it. Y'all can judge me at the end of the day. When I'm taking donations for my books that I work hard for, and then I try to do it for the community, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to take the donations my damn self, and I'm gonna figure out how to do figure deal the money. But that shit hurt my heart. Like I got I got books. I got books. You know what I'm saying? I got printouts of my shit. Books. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff, ebooks that I help people. Man, I sent make sure everybody got an ebook of my new books. Every stuff, things that I work all night long for, man. And it's not the fact that, and I go live and stuff. But at the same time, that just hurt my heart, man. That somebody would have the audacity. So I do need a moderator. I need loyal people, man. I need loyal people next to me that want to be in my circle, man. Cause that shit is fucked up. But what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to snap out? I say take that. Cause if you need it, you need it, girl. Go ahead, man. Because I get money. I ain't broke. But you just played yourself out because I really tried you out. I tried your hand out just to see if you was about bigger things. And then some people prove themselves to be not about bigger things. So I can't put you in charge of thousands of dollars. Think about it. Somebody asked me, they said, "Yo, did she take $4,000?" Well, she didn't know I already got $4,000 pledged for the movement. But I didn't put it in that fucking account. I'm not stupid. But I put her in control of something just to look out. And I wanted her to fly straight, and you didn't fly straight. And that really hurt my heart by playing the game. Real talk. That hurt my heart more than anything. That's why I freaking just been like, y'all people wonder why I've been just like out of it. Because I don't like to lose nobody. But I don't like nobody to do me fucking dirty neither, man. I don't. I don't like to lose nobody. So that's why I chanted forgiveness. Because I forgive anybody. Anybody that come in here superficial, um, if somebody come in here superficial, man, and you just come in here because you want a hot lingo, man, that's cool, man. That shit hurt my heart, Miss Kind of Fear. It hurt my heart, man. I'm tired of movements being destroyed from the inside out, man. And then the thing about it is, yo, she was just, man, I really cared about her. I really like cared. I looked at her as like she's a young girl. She not. I didn't try to holler at her on that type of time. I really just like embraced her like a young sister. I like a young sister. You feel me? Like I would just, she would call me up, be like, "Yo, what's up, coach? What's up, coach? What you want? What you got for me to learn today, coach?" I done checked out of the Facebook. My phone died. Yeah, but she'll call me up, man, and be like, man, yo, coach, what you want? What you want me to learn today? And I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'm not lying. That shit hurt my heart more than anything, man. Because this shit takes months. This shit takes years to learn and develop. You can't like you can't actually think you want to learn this stuff in just 1 month or 1 week or one broadcast kicking it with me. But she was rocking out for a hot month and a half. And I said, you know what? You got potential, and I put her in charge, man. And then I just put her in charge of a treasurer. I let her be a moderator on here too. I let her be a moderator. I let her and another sister be a moderator. And the other sister was fucking putting batteries in her back the whole time. That's what the shit that hurt me even most. Putting batteries in her back. Imagine this. Imagine this. If you got a dude, if you got some dude in your situation and you just like trying to get down with this, you trying to learn knowledge and stuff, and you say, well, you listening to Lamel, right? Because I got different stuff going on. You feel me? Now, if you doing it on the low, don't do it on the low like you hiding from your dude. Because I'm cool with your dude. I'm not trying to. That's what some people do, and some people try to get close to the movement when they having relationship problems because they thinking they getting close to me, and it's not that. And that's what happened with another situation that I said, man, it blows my mind. You know, movements are destroyed from the inside out, y'all. All right. So more or less, this person that was a student that was hitting me up, yo, coach, what I need to learn. What she was this. She was, what's up, Aries? Aries in the building. I love y'all, Aries. She was just experimenting with life because she was connected with the church, but she was experimenting with this because she like, man, that shit's called the Messiah Code. It must be talking about Black Jesus. No, I'm not talking about that, but we can talk about that. You know, the Messiah Code actually, Messiah is a leader or savior of a particular group or cause, but a code actually represents more or less like a ethic of how things operate. It like morals. That's how we roll with. That's a code. How we want to connect that one. All right. So yeah, we are a group of leaders. We are a group of people that, but we know how to more or less connect with each other on that level. You know what I'm saying? Where it ain't no ego in this. So sometimes if you tell certain people certain things, you can't tell them. You gotta hold them. That's why the master always kept secrets, man. The master always kept secrets from certain students. The master never gave them all the keys like that. All right, and I want y'all to look at it like that in reality, man. So yeah, I tested that person and I wanted to see what they'll do. And guess what they did? They ended up taking some money that didn't belong to them. It belonged to the people. I got people on here that donated, and she took the money that they donated. And they're gonna say, really? Yeah. But that's another story. That's why I said I forgive somebody. And that's why today's lucky number was the 27. But it took a lot of energy out of me, man. That took a lot of my heart. Took a lot of my heart. But you know what was so good? I'm gonna tell you what was so good because I kind of had an argument with somebody else. Also, it was another sister that I was involved with, but I had like a kind of like a little disagreement with her. She went off on me, but and um and I kind of like expelled her for the community for a second, not because it just was a disruption that I just didn't want. And me and her meshed it out, and we like cool with each other, and she's back in the community. All right, so that's hot too. You know, when people able to get through um different differences. I don't care what you say about me, to be honest. Anybody can say anything about me you want. They probably said worse things about Jesus. If you believe in Jesus, I don't know. But that will never do nothing to me by somebody talking dirty about me, saying something about me. It would really. What does something to me when somebody does something to me or takes something from me or takes something from somebody I love. So yeah, that really didn't. So me and her matched it out, and that's cool. And I needed really her vibe because she's a really good person, and she was right. She said she fell. She told me, she said, I didn't fall in love with you. I fell in love with the movement. And when she told me that, yo, she told me that she said she fell in love with the movement. She didn't fall in love with me, and that's why I said, man, you an ace. You an ace. Let me see what you said. I'm reading y'all comments now. What y'all talking about, man? You said, oh, you can rest assured about Jesus existed. Shut up, Aries. The Aries. Um, Ariane said, when somebody do something to be just, we say, to just be prepared for me to come back 5 times harder. Damn, I wish I could like that. I know that's right. What else? What else y'all talking about? Let me read the comments. Throw it in there. Flat out. I like that. That's real talk. The only thing I do is persevere through this stuff, man. It's hard. It's hard to I would say it's hard to deal with sometimes these young bucks. A lot of them, you said it wasn't for you. You damn right. It's a different game. It's a different game with this consciousness and the conscious community. It's a different game nowadays. If you look at it, like if you look at all the young bucks and how more or less like it's certain things that we had to go through, you know, just to learn information. Learn information. Like we had to actually, you know, go to classes and different things, learn different go through different movements where, it was a it was it's a protocol to that stuff. It's not like that nowadays. You can just go on to YouTube or go to Borders and stuff like that, and you don't really get the fundamentals of knowing the higher degrees of knowledge and the higher degrees of what this is, which is experience. For instance, right? You know, one of the many ways to remember something is to repetitiously do it, but do it with emotion added to it. For instance, like if you always do something a certain sort of way with emotion, it will always you will always remember it. Like for as Salat, like for anybody that knows Salat, they know Salat through the motion of prayer, and then they know the words through the motion of prayer. You know what I'm saying? They know it. It's a better way to memorize it. So I want y'all to look at it like that too. All right. What you say? Um, Raise up the child. Yeah, I respect you. Thank you. I did pick 20. Who picked 27? You picked 27 for real? Yo, you picked 27 for real. You ain't lying. If you ain't lying, I'm gonna tell you you're fortunate if you pick 27. You got the weight. You got the weight lifted off. You picked 27. Who's that? Big Isha? Big Isha, you picked 27 for real? That was today's lucky number. Tell me you picked the number. Divine Goddess. There she goes. 17. Stop thinking too much about something. That's analytical thought. Don't think too much about it. Use your gut feeling. But let me go back to the person that picked 27. Did you really pick 27? Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't say I thought I should have picked 27, but I put this in the chat room. I put that in the chat. Did you pick the real 27? Stand up. The real 27. 19 is the galactical hero. Check the top. Oh, I got you then, Big Isha. I got you. I'm gonna do your reading. You got a good reading. You picked today's lucky number. You got it. You got it. 19. 19. Actually, if you might feel as though you got a lot of burden on you at this point in time, like a burden, like a lot of burden. Don't worry about it. Your burden is about to be released in a couple of seconds. It's about to be released. Not too long. That all that burden, them attachments, they about to be released. Certain burdens, they about to be released. All right. But Big Isha, Big Isha, today's lucky number 27. All right. So this is the only thing I can say to you, Big Isha. You in there like swimwear. You got 24 hours to do something. Whatever you do it big. Whatever you do it big. You can play the lottery. If you play the lottery, I'll say this. If you do decide to play the lottery, I don't want you to play the lottery, but you can. You got you got good fortune. Just do something. Just try some. Watch. Tomorrow you're gonna run into something. Something's gonna fall in your lap. You're gonna be like, oh my, where this came from? It's gonna fall in your lap. Without nothing, you're gonna be like, what's the catch? What's the catch? But I would say take a chance on something. Take a chance. Take a chance. It's not really a chance. Really take a chance. Take a chance. All right? And the only way that this will happen, the only way this will happen, you have to forgive somebody, Big Isha. Big Isha, you have to forgive somebody. Your fortune ain't gonna come if you don't forgive nobody. Because you picked the number 27 represents forgiveness. That was today's lucky number. But if you don't forgive the person that you need to forgive, you're not gonna have it's not gonna fall in your lap. What's gonna fall in your lap? Like for instance, right? Like what if I told you yesterday? What if I told you yesterday that like 135 fell in my lap yesterday? What if I tell you that? I was really thinking about it. Really, for real. I needed to get something for somebody, right? And I said, man, I was waiting for a deposit in my bank account and shit. But at the same time, I found some money. It just fell on me. I just ran into it. I do that all the time though. I told people I'd be running into money. Like I'd be like, oh my God, just in the street. It's like, man, where the hell this come from? Dead serious. If you in the right place at the right time, it's things there that's for you. This reality is easily programmed. You can't take advantage of it. It has its rules. It set rules. I want you to think about it like that. All right? But you have favor. You have favor. Just forgive somebody. Just tell somebody you forgive them. That's it. And if you do that, you'll have the favor that you want. I don't know who you gotta tell to forgive Miss Big Isha. Just tell somebody tomorrow you forgive them, and that's watch. After that happens, you're gonna say, "Oh man." And you can email me at the Messiah Code 131 at gmail.com. It's easy. Just spell it the Messiah Code 131 at Gmail. Yeah, for real. If you serious about that, just go call somebody, hit somebody up, say, yo, I forgive you. And you'll be all right. You'll be good. Who else in here? 29. People going to be telling you some stuff or whatever secrets. Somebody going to tell you a secret, or if they told you a secret already, keep it confidential. Don't tell that person's business. Or if the people are talking business to you, um, just keep it on a hush. Yeah, Big E should forgive somebody. Now subscribe to the channel. I don't know if you subscribed. And look out for the cookout. Order one of my books. Order one of my books. Yo, you miss me. Divine Goddess Light. What number you picked? Divine Goddess Light. You my homegirl too. I like you. You picked. No, I didn't miss you because when you picked 17, I was talking about this. I said, man, stop thinking too much. I know you picked 17. I said, stop thinking too much about the situation. I said, utilize your intuitivity. I said, analytical. I said, 17 represents over analytical thought. It's over analytical thought. That's when you utilize in both hemispheres of your brain when you utilize the number 17. All right. Yeah. Just like chill. Chill. Stop thinking about such and such, such and whatever that is. You know what I'm talking about. Stop thinking about it too much. Let it go. Just stop thinking about it too much. Just deal with your intuitivity. Intuitivity in the matter, and you'll be good. You'll be so good. Trust me, man. Trust me. Sometimes just thinking about it too much would be a burden. And I do that sometimes with a lot of stuff that I go through. It's like, especially that one thing, that one thing that person did, or one thing that such and such happened, or one thing that somebody said. Just think about it over and over again. Or I think about this problematic situation over and over again. I want you to let it go. Just let it go. Deal with your intuitivity right now. And that's what the universe is calling for you. Sister Divine Goddess. Divine Goddess, love light. Yeah, please. And if you do that, you'll be good. Just like I told Sister Big Isha, I said, man, she need to call somebody up and say, yo, I forgive you, yo. And it might be the person that she don't even like. She be like, damn, I don't even feel like telling that person that. But she needs the favor, man. The universe is going to bless her when she do that, though. The universe going to hear her because we hear right now. So more or less we witnesses. So there are two or more gathered, there would it be. That's why the power is divided amongst us. So we can come together and bring this power together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hello. What's up, Sister Linda? What's up, Queen? How you feeling? Thank you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody, man. You know, this is a culture that we building within this new age of what we call information. It's a culture, man. You know, when you look at certain things in this book, I give y'all like this. Everybody should know how to utilize their hands. They count with the MeWe hand. Now you might say, well, what is the MeWe hand? You don't know. You don't know what this is. The MeWe hand actually represents. It's a love network. It represents the female and the male on one hand, but it also is a way that your mind, um, it does something to your mind with synaptic nerves when you do some things with your hands. So when you move your hands like this in a certain portion, it actually opens up a portion of your mind. It's a gateway to open a portion of your mind when you actually move your hands in a certain direction. Yeah. So this is the female and the male on one hand. And this is all three in one if you want to consider it to be the family. The family, all three in one on one hand. So this is the universal symbol of peace and love. Real peace and love. All right? Not that. Like this. I don't know if you don't got the emoji. You got it's there. You'll find it. It's like this. It's like this. And you can change it any color that you like. Now, let me tell you something why I don't care about what color that you put the MeWe hand. Because the MeWe hand, whether on the light hand side or the black hand side, is still one hand. It doesn't matter what hand that you put up. So if you put up the MeWe hand, the black hand side, or the light side or the black side is still one hand. So it really represents humanity. It represents um not even just humanity. It represents every living creature of the universe. It represents that this symbol right here, all three in one. All right, so this connects up with Nikola Tesla. If you think about Nikola Tesla, he's a person that dealt with vector math in reference to the all three in one. Nikola Tesla, three napkins. He'd go around the building three times. All his equations dealt with the number three, or how the number three is connected, because that represents past, present, and future, man, woman, and child. But it also represents blood, spirit, and water, or whatever you want to call height, depth, and width. Height, depth, and width. All right, the triangle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all symbolic. But this miwi is very important. This is the most important thing I can tell y'all, to how this connects up. Yeah, the 333. The number three is important. It connects with the number nine. If you think about the number nine, the number nine, everything locks in between the number one and nine. And you might say, well, why is that? Because the number one and through nine operates like this. After nine, if you think about 10, if you subtract one, subtract 10, you get nine. The same thing is 12. If you 11, if you take 11, which is 1 plus 1, right, equals 2. If you take 2, subtract 11, equals 9. If you take 12, which is 1 plus 2 equals 3, and then you take 3, subtract 12, you get 9. You take 13. 13 is 1 plus 3 equals 4, and 4 subtract 13 equals 9. You can keep on doing that forever. Keep on doing that forever. Ever. Like, keep on doing it over and over again. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why it connects up. But the number nine and three, 6, and 9 is really 131. Now you might ask me, well, how the hell is 3, 6, 9, 1, 3, 1? Because they're all three in one. They're all three in one, literally. 3, 6, and 9. They're all three in one. 131. Now 131 in the sequence of how this operates is this. 131 is an alpha and omega. It's an alpha and omega because everybody is born between the 1 and the 31, or the 1 and the 3. All right? Because literally 1 and 3 are twins. They're twins. If you ever study the energies of 1 and 3, y'all already know the energies of 1 and 3, they're just like twins. They're both leaders. They both got leadership abilities, 1 and 3. How they connect up. So when 1 and 3 connect up, they actually connect and make a B, which is the breath. If you look at a 1 and a 3, when you connect the 1 and a 3, what it looks like, it literally looks like a B. Now that B represents breath, but it also is what is connected with every scripture, because every scripture starts with a B, which is Bismillah, Bismillah Rahman and Rahim, Brif Millah, in the beginning, beginning. So yeah, like that's why the B, and also we measure time by the seconds, which is the letter B, but the letter B is actually the letter 1 and 3. All right, that's just 1 and 3. That's 1 and 3 combined, sitting in the middle as the 2, which is the letter B that comes in the beta as in the second designation. Considering the fact that we can't measure time by the first, because God is the first thing, or the universe, or the principle that we don't understand. It's the first thing. So we measure time by the seconds. The second thing that has come to of what we consider to be existence, that's us. This second thing, or whatever, because that which is the first thing we can't tap into, so we measure time by the seconds, which thus became the letter B. But it also became the letter M, because if you flip a letter B, which is the 1 and the 3, you actually get a letter M. Or if you slide apart the 1 and the 3, you actually get this. You get the 13, which is the letter M. Back again, because the letter M deals with nocturnal thinking. It deals with the 13 also deals with the owl, just like I busted down and I was telling y'all how the letter M is synonymous with the ideograph of the owl, the nocturnal bird that sees in the nighttime. All right, so yeah, this is all connected with the one and the three, because if you would think about it, it's the light that shines in the darkness, and this is you. This is the light that shines in the darkness. All right, and that's the why, if you ever look at the owl, you will see, or if you ever see an ideograph representing the owl, you will see that it has a dot in the middle. It has a circle. It's like a circle. It's not like the eye of Horus. The eye of Horus, I got you. The eye of Horus looks like an egg. Now y'all might wonder why the eye of Horus looks like an egg, and the eye of the owl, which is the nocturnal bird that sees in the darkness, but it's also it's the bird that sees through the primordial waters. You got to look at the owl like that. That's why we become the owl, or the great owl, because the far as the eye of Horus, or what y'all all see as that eye of Horus, is not really the eye that connects you all the way up to the next level. Why do I say that? Because the eye of Horus actually represents the physical eye of trial and tribulation. Because if you see it, it represents an oval shape, which represents an egg. Okay, but if you see the eye of the owl, it's a circular shape, which represents the 361 degrees, which is a circle with a dot in the middle. All right, so that's the difference. But you will see the oval with a dot in the middle, which is also 361 degrees, but it's a different aspect of reality when we're talking about the eye of the owl, which is a circle with a dot in the middle, and then the eye of Horus, which is the physical eye of trial and tribulation that really appears to be an egg, because everyone through manifestation comes through the shell of an egg. All right, so yeah, that's all connected up. That's all connected up. Yeah, I like how you putting that in there. If y'all know any mathematical sequences, put it in the comment section. If you know any mathematical sequences, put it in the comment section. All right. This is the Messiah code. This is what this is, y'all. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Subscribe. All right. But this is the Messiah code. This y'all wonder how I found out these codes. We all are part of this mainframe. Like literally, I can show y'all so many codes that'll bust your brain out. You said, what is a twin flame? Okay. For people with this twin flame stuff, all right. Now, let me explain the difference between a twin flame and a soulmate and a twin soul. You don't really want a twin flame, yo. You don't. You don't want a twin flame. All right? You may want a twin soul, but you may want a soulmate also. All right? Real talk. But listen, a twin flame is just a person that you can get it on with for a couple days. Flame on, flame off. A twin soul, a twin soul is somebody that comes from the same waters as you. Literally, y'all been spread across the planet like rain. Now y'all coming back like water, coming back to the ocean of consciousness that y'all are. That's what a twin soul is. You got to think about it's certain people that came into this reality that's like that. That y'all are waters. Remember that the water can put out the flame, right? The water puts out the fire. But then you got a soulmate. Those are the people that you come together with and make and create a soul. Those are your soulmates. That's the difference. All right? Real quick. Now, the twin flame is good sometimes. Twin flame is good. A lot of y'all like to get booty. Y'all like to get it on for a one night stand or something like that. Sometimes twin flame is good. Flame on, flame off. But sometimes it's good for your mate to be your twin flame too, if she's your twin soul. If she's your twin soul, yo, real talk. Yo, if she's your twin soul, I think she should be your twin flame too. God damn it. She should be your twin soul too. Your twin flame too. Flame on, flame off when you need that flame. She be your fire, desire, whatever. And then y'all can be a soulmate too. She can be your soulmate. Or he can be your soulmate. All right? Real talk. Or he can be your soulmate, meaning that y'all come together and y'all create a soul, period. So I explain that real quick, but you just don't want no twin flame. That be killing me when people be breaking down these analogies with this twin flame stuff. And they gave it to y'all. What's up? Shout out to Sister Carmen. What's up? When they gave it to y'all, they didn't give y'all the complete information about twin flame. Yeah, twin flames are good. Twin flames are good for a certain period of time. You feel me? Yeah. You said fire is fed by air, not water. Yeah, I mean, in essence, all these things are part of one. I want y'all to look at it like that. Like water is yeah, they all one though. They all flow in the cycle of everything. But when I tell y'all about twin souls, listen very carefully. Sometimes people be like, this goes over people's head. And they be like, yo, and I have to do, and I did probably like 15, 16, 17, 18 videos about this. Twin souls, look, twin souls is like water. I want y'all to think about your soul like water, right? Your body is the cup. Your soul fills the cup up, right? Now, water can take the shape of any vessel, any cup. So no matter what shape your cup is, the water takes the shape of that. Whatever problem, situation you going through, that's what the water takes the shape of. This is your soul. Now you got certain people that came from the same ocean as you. Literally. I mean, there it's all one ocean, but they came from the same almost literally river path or whatever you want to call it. When it comes to the mental reservoir, it's all a mental reservoir. Look at it like that. A mental reservoir. Now within a mental reservoir, you have like an aqueduct. Now the aqueduct would lead one to it would go to somebody's mind, the aqueduct. Now, that mental reservoir, that particular reservoir has certain aqueducts that leads to other people's minds. Now, those are twin souls that feed off the same reservoir of thought. So what happens is when they're trying to come back home, it's like water trying to go back home. It goes back home to the ocean or wherever it congeals at, and it's water trying to get back to a greater body of water. So that's what happens within the realm of thought that we living in. It's certain people that are connected with a certain mental reservoir that are connected with other people's mental reservoir. We all connected. Some of us are connected to the same mental reservoir, and thus you have aqueducts that lead to that mental reservoir. That's the only way I can explain it. You know what I'm saying? Um, what book has a soul? Yes. Yeah, you already know. That's Ba is the soul. Yeah. Because it's the Ba bird. You know why it's the Ba bird? As in far as the soul, not the Ka bird? Because the Ka represents the spirit, represents two hands, duality. We already know that. If you look at it in the hieroglyphics or the ideograph of hieroglyphics. But you'll see Ba is actually also the 13, which is the nocturnal bird, because I just explained how the letter B is also synonymous with what? It's synonymous with the bird, or also the sacred bird, which is the owl. All right, which is the number 13. The letter B is the number 13. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is real stuff. And this all goes back to what I was talking about, how when you chant, yo, when you really chant, you become heavier. You become heavier and you become lighter too when you chant. All right? When you chant, when you actually chant, you actually becoming heavier. It is a fact. Through that energy weighs something. The energy that you create by stimulating yourself by chanting, it weighs something. It actually weighs something. All right. So, what else y'all want to say? That y'all want to say before I get off? You said fire. Two fire types burn each other. Two water types drown each other. Two air types float away. Two earth types only have. You said two earth types only have roots. Benjamin 33112. Okay, that's a good analogy. I don't know if that's true though, but I mean it's a good analogy. It's a good analogy. I think it's all balanced. Everybody to each its own. To each its own though, for real. I don't know I don't know what you meant by the earth. Two earth signs types only have roots. That means we all only gotta be earth signs to have roots. You said fire, air build each other. Earth and water are stable. I get that. I mean, I look at that too. I mean, you look at the zodiac, it's divided like that. Where you got all the houses, all the water and the earth signs stay in one house, and then you got all the fire and all the air signs stay in one house. Yeah, yeah. Already know that. But for real, it ain't no more damn zodiac signs no more, man. I wish people stop hitting me with that. Yeah, it's elements, but the elements they operate different. It's not the elements that you think. All right. When you look at see you giving me the elements like that, right? But you're not giving me the elements like how I would give it to you. All right. I got you. Benjamin, check me out real quick. When you look at how you gave me fire, earth, water, and air, like four elements, I would give you in the age of information, I wouldn't even give you fire, earth, air, and water. In the age of information, I would give you division, multiplication, subtraction, and adding. Those are the four energies. Or I give you in the age of information, I'll give you north, east, south, and west. In the age of information. Now, this is the point of direction in a sense of finding oneself. All right, as the those elements that you name actually represent the elders. If I called out the elders, if I ever pay homage to the elders, y'all hear me pay homage to earth, fire, water, and air. Y'all saw me do this before. All right, where may I join? Yeah, you can join. You good? You good? Say whatever you gotta say. This is a yo. Say what you gotta say in here. Um, but when I give reference to the elders, somebody say, "Well, what are the elders?" The elders is earth, air, fire, and water. All right. You said before direction, numbers, and alphabet, stars, and zodiac existed. No, Benjamin, stop that shit. Numbers existed before everything. Everything is programmed through a number sequence, bro. Look, if you go back to the hydrogen atom, you go through all the atoms, they're programmed through numbers, bro. It's just a number. It's a sequence of numbers. So when you tell me about fire, earth, and air and that shit, I say, well, how many protons, how many neutrons, how many electrons does it have in it? I start doing shit like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, and then you might say you just thinking too much. No, I'm just telling you, we in the age of information, bro. This real talk, King. Like, so you say in the end, it's just light, void of everything except for light. I mean, information is light. Information is light, King. Information is light. I want you to look at it like this because I'm gonna tell you about the zodiac. The reason why I'm not hating on the zodiac, but I said we in the age of information, and when somebody gave me the elements, I start thinking about protons and neutrons and electrons, and thinking about how many of those are in them, because I think about how reality is programmed, and then yeah, that's it. We in the age of information. Everything has to be updated. You said, why are we able to blend elements? You said the internet is built on light fiber optics. I respect that, Mystic Dreamer. You right. Why are we able to blend elements? Because that's what we are. We are a combination of elements. Why wouldn't we do a reflection of what we are? You said 1 out of 37 is probability for electron absorb a proton of light. I don't know if that's true. I never did an experiment with that in a science with a lab. I don't have a lab, but in actuality, you know, elements are fused. They fuse elements. They have man-made elements that they created. I see that. I see that nowadays. What else you said? 137 is the eye of Horus, and the eye interpret light. Why do you say 137 represents the eye of Horus, dog? You killing me. You really killing me. Um, nah, you gotta explain that why. And if it's not gonna give you all that, I'll let you just say whatever you gotta say. Why do you say 137 represents Horus? What heart the eye of Horus, bro. I just explained that. But at the same time, you can have 100 million books on that. The eye of Horus. No, I don't want to Google it. You tell me the shit, bro. Come on, you teaching me. You sharing information. Why you say 137? 137. Is that a prime number? 137? I know 361 degrees represents the eye of Horus. And how they map it out for every space. I didn't see people show the eye of Horus equal 360 degrees, but I always say it's 361. I never saw nobody say the eye of Horus equals 137. And what type of sacred number is that? If that's the case, break it down. Break it down, bro. For real. No hating. I'm just saying, for real, you got me curious. That's a good analogy. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. What else? What else before I get off? This was an interesting build. Shout out to brother Benjamin for coming through, dropping some science. I'm gonna do a fact check on that. Love you though, King. Quantum machine really blows my mind. All the stuff y'all are talking about is trivial. My mind, you said it blows your mind. Ooh, you said it blows your mind. Your mind. My mind. Oh, man. I love y'all. Mechanics. Come back tomorrow, man. Come back tomorrow. Let's build on this. I love this. Peace to everybody that supports the movement. Thank you, Sister Conifear. Thank you, The United. Thank you, Mystic Dreamer. Thank you, Brother Benjamin. I like your number 33112. Those are all my numbers. Thank you, Crazy Family. Thank you all, Who else was a participant in this? Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Akia. Thank you, Sister Ab Nafir. Shout out to Sister Linda, Sister Carmen, Brother Yellow Corner. Who else, man? I love y'all, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all support. I like that, man. You cool, Benjamin. I like you. I like your that's a hot joint. Well, go to Exodus chapter. I'ma flip the numbers that you gave me, 33, 112. Go to Exodus chapter 13, verse 12. And then go to Luke chapter 131. And then go to Revelations chapter 12, verse 1. There you go. That's all you need to do. You gave me three numbers, I gave you three numbers. You gave me 1, 2, and 3. I gave you three numbers, King. Go look that up. You want me to repeat that? Go to Exodus chapter 13, verse 12. All right. Go. Thank you, Mr. Dreamer. Go to Luke chapter 131, and then go to Revelation chapter 12, verse 1. That's it. Connect all those in the realm of thought of what you talking about. I'm Gary. Get out of here. I'm about to do my outro. Here's the outro. Um, Let me do the outro. Let me do the outro. Look, I love Chan. I was feeling good, Chan. I really want to chant something. Before I get off, I'm going to chant something. How about that? I'm going to chant some more powerful words. Shout out to brother Benjamin. Shout out to Sister Kind of Fear. Here y'all go. Wow. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Let me get off with this. I'll chant Yara Zach. I'll chant the provider. So people can be provided for, man. We can get the energy of provision. And I'll chant Fatah, which is the opener. I'll invoke the provider, which is Razaku, and I'm gonna invoke the opener, which is Fatah. All right. So yeah, I'll do that before I get off. So you might wonder why I do this. All right. In my meditation, a lot of times I do this to stimulate these lobes of the brain, which is the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, the frontal lobe, the temporal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, and the cerebellum. That's the reason why I do this like that. It stimulates that. With the left hand, you create a circuit from your heart. You actually create a circuit from your heart, and you control right brain activity. You control right brain activity. So when I do this, I'm actually stimulating right brain activity by stimulating the left lobes of my brain, all right, or the left hemisphere of my brain. I'm actually stimulating right brain activity and also utilizing my heart center to generate that energy. All right, so you might see me do that sometime. Okay, yeah. All right, so let me do this. I said, Ya Razako, Ya Tawalo, Ya Tawalo, Ya Fatah, Ya Tawalo. Hold up, I'm gonna let that start off. I'm gonna say Ya Razaku, which is the provider, and then I'm gonna say Ya Fatah, which is the opener. The opener. So more or less these things will be open. The floodgates will be open. The provider, the provision will be met. All right, so we'll generate the signal for that also, which is provision and the opening of the provision to rain upon us, the floodgates to rain upon us. All right, so it's very easy. So you can say it with me. Ya Razaku, Ya Tawalu, Ya Fatah, Ya Tawalu, 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 Ya Razaku, Ya Tawalu, Ya Yeah, 528. Hit it at 528. Let's go. Um. Ya Razaku, Ya Tawalu, Ya Fatah, Ya Tawalu, 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 Ya Razaku, Ya Tawalu, Ya Fatah, Ya Tawalu. Uh. Peace to everybody that came in. 747 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. Shout out to my 141s, my 414s that know the 411. Whatever area code you in, put it in. Shout out to my 515s, the 511s that know that real love is magic. You already know. Shout out to my 161s, my 616s that's up in the lion's den right now. In the lion's den. Yeah. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Shout out to my 717s, my 171s that know God's kingdom is open like 7-Eleven 24/7. Shout out to my 181s, my 818s. Yeah, you already know the seed is the word of God, Luke 8:11. Hopefully you did your SS 181. All right. Shout out to my 919s, my 191s. Put your area code up. My 919s, my 191s. Shout out to them. Yeah. The only way you get out of the matrix is what? You got to be called. Somebody calling 911 right now. You got to be called. The only thing about being called is this: many are called and few are chosen.